to another Looney Tunes commentary. If this is your first time on the channel, consider subscribing as it helps out the channel, and give this video a like if you do like it. So this is a commentary for Falling Hare, released in 1943. It's the 414th in the series, and it's directed by Bob Clampett. You can find this on the Looney Tunes Golden Collection Volume 3 DVD set, the Looney Tunes Platinum Collection Volume 3 Blu-ray set. It's in the public domain as well. It also features an audio commentary by Ren and Stimpy creator John Kricfalusi. However, he is actually with Bill Melendez, who's one of the animators here, as we see a funny joke here about censored, about the top sergeant right there. Bill Melendez animated on this short. He was also the voice of Snoopy in Peanuts. So he had a very interesting career. But with me today is my fellow gremlin, Blue Genocide. Say hi.
I would make a joke about how that sign should read, what Anthony thinks of Blue Genocide when he gets 500 subscribers, but no one can make a sign that says censored that big. Hi, guys.
So here's a classic, which plenty of you would have watched, I'm surely, on some sort of a public domain. And here's a beautiful, I'm pretty sure that's Bobby Kimpson right there. I'm pretty sure of it. I mean, that's just beautiful pose. Reading Victory Through Hair Power, which is based off Victory Through Air Power, which was a book that Disney actually adapted as a feature-length movie, released, I think, in 1944, I think. And in the film, actually estimated that the war would probably continue into like 1948 and all that sort of stuff. Which, so it's a fascinating time capsule. But what are your thoughts on this modelled Bugs, Blue?
Mick Kimpson around this period was like the king. I gotta be honest. I'm not a big fan of his later, I guess, chubbier, thuggier Bugs, the more aggressive Bugs, but I am a big fan of his Bugs model from around this period.
It's absolutely incredible. And speaking of models, I just love this Gremlin design. Just like I always thought when I was little, and that might be just due to the quality of the public domain prints, I thought that he had bananas sticking out on each side. I don't know why, but now I realize it's actually airplane wings. But I thought they were bananas, which is weird.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to be on any more commentaries anymore. You're thinking that's just a ridiculous comment, outrage.
Well, I'm pretty sure most of the public domain prints I've seen have made him like look brown, but you know, we don't live in that period anymore. We have this beautiful HD restoration. It looks phenomenal. I'm not a big fan of these cartoons where Bugs kind of uncharacteristically becomes, you know, the person that... What's the word? The person that's being antagonized. But I think this one is, in my opinion, this is a better way to do it than the Cecil Turtle cartoons we've seen on the channel. I've already pointed out that I prefer Rabbit Transit over those two, but this is a really good way to do it if you're going to do it. I just like there to be a little bit of back and forth.
Of course, and that whole thing with the Gremlin hitting Bugs before, freeze frame that, and you'll see some really crazy things. It's, you know, and of course we've got the Mortimer Snurd thing, you know, which way did he go? You know, which was used as part of Beaky Buzzard previously. But
well, actually, I don't want to be that guy, but I believe it's a reference to Of Mice and Men with Lenny. That was a popular film around this period, and that starred Lon Chaney Jr. in his first like major role right before The Wolfman. That's the reason I know about that. So I believe that's a reference to that.
How dare you? But wow, it's a nice. I think that was. I think this has just got some of the best animation in a lot of the Clampett cartoons. You know, it's just. I mean, look at that.
Well, Clampett had some of the best animators on the team at Warner Brothers of this period, or the Schlesinger studio, I should say. Yeah,
absolutely. You know, but the Gremlin idea actually would also be revisited later on. I mean, not this particular Gremlin, but just a different thing. that Clamper would do, with the Gremlins from the Kremlin, which is another cartoon I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Oh, I thought you were
It
going to
also has one of the
say.
best animations of Hitler I've ever seen.
I was going to say, the idea of a Gremlin was done again in 1984, but we have to reference that movie, right?
Of course. Which of course featured Chuck Jones, which we could play that game all day pretty much. But the interesting thing about the Gremlin idea, it was Disney was going to do something with it, but all that ended up happening, as far as I'm aware, is that a storybook ended up being made, and that was it.
Right, there was going to be a movie, right? A short film or a movie? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
This is a great gag. I love the shot when Bugs just freaks out like that, and then he
turns into a jackass. Turns into jackass, but
that's gotta be the thumbnail, right?
Mentioning, I do encourage. So with the John Campbell, Bill Melendez commentary, I actually do encourage people to listen to it, which I get it. It might be annoying to have to listen to, that guy. But what Bill Melendez ends up mentioning is quite interesting about working with Clampett as a director versus working with McKimson as a director, which he did later on before he left for UPA. And he basically says it's working for an animator a director who's also an animator is not exactly fun, because they always try and correct your work, whereas he felt that Clampett was, sure, he animated, but he wasn't a good animator, but he was a great director. So I encourage you after this, definitely give it a listen if you can, and try and put up with John Kay. But it's actually a solid commentary, though.
Right. Some beautiful paintings here, I gotta say.
Oh, yeah. Yep, and we can appreciate it in all its glory in full HD as well. But the ending gag, and sorry to spoil it for the few of you who haven't seen it, it's of course a war-related reference where, you would have like a ration card where certain letters allow you to have certain amount of, gasoline and all that. But it's one of those things where if you're not familiar with wartime references like that, it'll definitely go over your head. But does it ruin the cartoon? No.
Incredible, ain't it?
Incredible, ain't it? This is Clamper doing his version of what Tex did a few times, where he would just push things to the extreme, where, especially with that fall at the end.
And then Frizz basically took this cartoon's concept for a later Yosemite Sam cartoon, except Bugs was antagonizing Sam in that one. Can't remember the name of it, but...
And as you'd expect, it just stops right there. So, then there's your ration sticker right there. So, another one off the list. So thanks very much for listening, guys, and until next time, take care.